That's
an elephant dance.
Yeah. Bob, shoot. Be like them. Bob and weave, bob and weave.
This is the story of an elephant named Billy. He was born in the wilds of Malaysia, living free, but has been locked up behind fences for over 30 years. What happened? Billy, like all elephants living as nature intended them, was born into a herd, surrounded by an extended family who loved and cared for him. Had all gone as it should have, he would have stayed in his group until he was a teenager. Instead, humans came and changed his life forever, tearing little 4-year-old Billy from his happy life. Just as we do in the United States, Billy was deemed to be mere property by the Malaysian government. They could do with him whatever they wished, and that was to send him far, far away to another land, the Los Angeles Zoo. When Billy arrived at the zoo, he was trained using a device called a bullhook, which was ultimately banned in 2016.
Quit. No. Okay, and one of the next things that we do quite early, is to teach the elephant what no means. We always used to give him a little tap. It's harder if it has to be, but it's not anything brutal, and it's not with two hands. It's like a no if he's doing something wrong.
We're calling for the release of Billy the elephant. He's an Asian elephant. He was stolen from Malaysia, taken from his mother as an infant. So he's lonely. He's suffering physically and psychologically. He bobs his head up and down. He sways his body back and forth, which are the signs of trauma. And we're calling to see him released to an accredited sanctuary where he would have the appropriate substrate to walk on that would be better for his joints and his feet, and where he would be free from being in the public view at all times.
We are going to get Billy out of the zoo and into the sanctuary sooner than later. He has suffered long enough here. He deserves freedom.
Joyce Poole, a pachyderm expert, said, "But having observed elephants for many, many years, seeing perhaps 10,000 different individuals, I have never seen head bobbing and I've never seen swaying." Poole said, "This type of behavior is pathological. It is a result of being in a confined space." Celebrities Lily Tomlin and Cher have been fighting for over 10 years for Billy's release, along with all captive elephants.
The intelligent, compassionate thing is to close those elephant exhibits down and move those elephants to the sanctuaries.
If you want to really do something for the elephants, put them in a beautiful preserve where they can have a life, where they can get back together, where they can live the way. It's like if your mother, if you were taken away from your mother and then thrown into, a cage and people watched you. I mean, elephants they have those feelings. Like if one elephant dies, they stand around and mourn the elephant. I mean, elephants are very human.
The late Betty White and Slash of Guns N' Roses, however, led a campaign to keep Billy in the zoo, both citing human enjoyment of seeing captive animals.
The thing that I find so frustrating is a small group of people are trying to make a decision for all the people who, as a family entertainment, they would like to do away with all zoos.
Things about elephants that you can see up close, and I think it's very important. I mean, I would have been shortchanged if there hadn't been Billy here at the zoo when I was a kid coming here.
Neither of them considered what Billy himself would want, to live in a much bigger place, somewhere which reminds him of home.
Hold this up steady, get over it, steady. And we'll just put the hook behind their foot and say foot. So you can see we don't even have to touch it now. Foot, and it has to go high enough. Anytime they pick up their foot, their trunk has to go up. Trunk, foot. That way when we're putting a chain on it, when we're looking at the foot, we know where the trunk is. You don't have to worry about getting hit with it.
Look at what Daphne Sheldrick has done for elephants. She truly is a hero, and I just want to end on one last quote by her, which I think is very profound. She said, "What you are seeing in a zoo is not an elephant. What you are seeing is a tragedy." So let's get Billy out of here. Thank you all for coming. Be well.
What does the future hold for Billy? After winning multiple lawsuits but failing to find freedom, whether or not Billy now will be allowed to go to sanctuary rests in the hands of the Los Angeles City Council. They could make it happen, but so far have failed to act. The fight continues, however, because in the words of Judge John Siegel, all is not well at the Los Angeles Zoo. Contrary to what the zoo's representatives may have told the Los Angeles City Council, the elephants are not healthy, happy, or thriving.